Hi there, thanks for checking in again. I'm back with another pour. Today, smaller canvas, less paint, different colours. This is the cup. This is about 4 deciliters of paint. It's a titanium white, a dark purple, light pink, dark blue, medium blue, and the same again in 2 layers. If you want to know more details about the pouring medium and the paints I've used, you can check them out in the video description below. Okay, here we go. Okay, so on with the gloves. I always use gloves, that way I don't have to rinse my hands in the sink and pollute the water with the fine plastic particles in the acrylic paint. Yeah, I also have a torch for making cells and my trusty baby wipes, which are perfect for cleaning up when I make a mess. So just let it rest there for half a minute. I've sprayed the cup before layering the paints with a silicone spray. That way the cup lets go of the paint easier and less paint is stuck in the cup. So how am I going to do this? I think I'll flip the cup, drag it a bit, and then go for one of my vertical stripes over. We'll see. My corner guard to catch the paint when I'm tilting. So wet the corners. They always look quite beautiful on the inside, don't they? Small artwork on its own. Okay, so we can see some of the cells are forming already. That would be from the silicone. So I'm just gonna move it a bit towards the corners before I get my guard. No, actually I'm going to start in this corner because I'm losing some paint on that side already. Towards the end, then tilt it back to move the paint back towards the center. Careful when doing this because the corner guard gets quite slippery from the paint. If you watch my last video, you could see me losing the entire thing, and it ended up in the middle of the puddle. Could have ruined the whole painting. Fortunately it didn't. It actually made quite a nice kind of additional white stripe in the painting, which I ended up actually liking a fair bit. Okay, last corner. This paint mix is, I can tell, slightly thicker than I normally do. But it slides fairly well, so that should be okay. Leave that one for later on. Baby wipe. Clean paint, or I could just change my gloves, but I figure baby wipes are cheaper than latex gloves, so I'd rather use less gloves and a few more baby wipes. Okay. Gonna pop that bubble with a push pin. I don't want to go popping bubbles with the torch because that will make more cells than I actually want. So let's see if I can do this carefully. Heat the surface so just a few cells start forming. It's better to go easy on this torching part initially, and then if you don't have the cells you want, you can always go back after. Okay, a few nice ones here. There we go. I always find it quite exciting to see which colors break through when the cells form. Because you never could quite be sure what you'll get. Okay, really happy with my torching on this part. I think I took it a bit too far on this end, but we'll see. I usually prefer to leave the crossband just as it is with the initially formed silicone cells. I could torch it and have a few more, but I don't think I want to do that. I like it this way. Maybe a few over here. It can fool you as well because they don't pop up immediately. There's like a second lag between the heat touching the paint and the cells starting to form, which makes it easy to go too heavy on the heat. Okay, so what do I want to do? I want to get rid of, well, I don't know. I like this blue bit, but I don't like that bit, so I might try carefully and push that off. This corner I want off, so I think I'll tilt slightly that way first, then back, then I'll start moving that way, then I'll move back this way. Ooh, sticking to the newspapers. Okay, I wish I had slightly more paint on this one. Careful, you can see it start sliding off the blue bit up there. So easy to just tilt it too much. Okay, there we go. Ah, that's good. Actually, before I go further, I'm going to torch down here because I want a few more cells down there. It's funny how many kitchen utensils and gadgets that are no longer used in the kitchen since I started this. Haven't made a creme brulee in ages, so this was just lying around. There's a few other bits and bobs over there at the table as well. Yeah, this created a bit more action down there. It's almost kind of intergalactic, this part. Okay, so where I going? Just gonna see where on the canvas the paint is. I want it pretty much in the middle. Well, I need to go slightly that way, so let's see. Actually, I don't want to lose all those cells on that end, so I think I'm going to stick with that small white bit in the corner. I think it's worth it to keep those beautiful white, purple and pink cells. They're quite gorgeous, aren't they? So you can see the paint is moving slowly towards me, stretching those cells up there. This is what makes them grow in size. And I like how they are different than the cells that formed straight away from the silicone. So this is all about paying attention to basically the entire canvas at the same time, looking at the part closer towards me to check how much paint is running off, while watching the other end to make sure the cells up there don't overstretch. I am really liking how this is turning out. Unless I manage to make a mess of it. So I'm just going to go back and forth a few times. Nursing those cells. My paintings and my cat is probably the closest I'll ever get to a baby, so This is me as far as nursing go, I think. Okay. The paint kind of seems to have stuck a bit down here. It's almost kind of like a lump or a ridge in the paint. So it stops the paint from flowing, this last little part. But I want these cells slightly bigger, so I'm going to have another go and see if I can maybe lose some of this. See how it goes. You can try and shout for me through the internet to stop if you think I'm going too far. Not that that will help anyways, because when you're watching this, it's already done. Okay, so that's those cells just sliding over the edge. I'll see if I can tease them back, expanding them a little bit while keeping those beautiful ones on the other end. That same lovely shape. No, you see them kind of contracting again, so yeah, this is how far this balancing act is going to go, I think. Okay, I'll leave it there. And see if any of the corners need some care and attention. Actually, I'll do that with my palette knife instead. Okay, just had to run out into the kitchen where my palette knife had gone after some cleaning. So scrape off all the edges, add some paint to the corners that need it. It's only these two. Okay, that's it, and I'm a very happy guy right now. I'll take the camera closer so you can have a proper look at the painting, and I'll try and add a picture at the end of the video as well. Okay, so here we go for a close-up of the final thing. I'll take you down. Sorry about the shadow. I really love these guys over here. And the contrast with what ends up looking turquoise, even though there is no turquoise color in the pour. It's just a result of the two different blues mixing with, I think, the white, which gives us this gorgeous kind of coral reef ish look. Yes, I'm loving this. What do you think? Do you want to leave a comment?